Welcome back to our 10th episode of English with Tech Girl. I'm Lidia, your host, and today we're embarking on a journey for the fascinating realm of cross-cultural communication in the world of IT. Specifically, we'll be delving into the intricacies of communication between Eastern Europeans and Americans within global tech teams, focusing on technical communication during conference calls and email correspondence. In an increasingly interconnected tech landscape, global collaboration is a cornerstone of innovation. However, effective communication across cultures can be both challenging and rewarding. Let's explore how Eastern Europeans and Americans can navigate this terrain with finesse. Let's start with the topic of conference calls dynamics. Conference calls often serve as a hub for decision-making and information sharing. However, the dynamics can vary based on cultural backgrounds. For Eastern Europeans who might value structured discussions, it's important to balance participation. Americans, on the other hand, often appreciate assertive contributions, influencing the conversation's progression. During conference calls, keep these principles in mind. Number 1, be direct and concise. While remaining respectful, express your ideas clearly and succinctly. This helps ensure your points are understood in a fast-paced discussion. Number 2, engage actively. Participate actively by asking questions, sharing insights, and acknowledging others' contributions. Number 3, manage silence. In Eastern European cultures, silence may be interpreted as attentiveness. However, in American culture, prolonged silence can indicate disinterest, contribute to the conversation to show engagement. Okay, so now let's learn some phrases for effective communication. Number 1, I'd like to build on what you mentioned. One more time. I'd like to build on what you mentioned. Use this phrase in meetings to show active engagement and to contribute to a discussion. Number 2, could you please clarify? One more time. Could you please clarify? When faced with unclear information, requesting clarification helps prevent misunderstandings. Number 3, I appreciate your input. One more time. I appreciate your input. Acknowledging others' contributions fosters a positive and collaborative atmosphere. Number 4, to summarize our discussion. Once again, to summarize our discussion, this phrase helps conclude a conversation, ensuring everyone is on the same page. Number 5, I'm aligned with your proposal. I'm aligned with your proposal. Express agreement and alignment with a colleague's suggestion. Okay, so now let's listen to some examples of email phrases. Here are some practical examples of phrases to use when communicating with global software development teams. Number 1, hi or hello, Lidia. I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to discuss, and this is where you give the specific topic, could we set up a quick call to go over the details? Once again, hello, Lidia. I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to discuss with you. Could we set up a quick call to go over the details? This introductory email sets a polite tone while clearly expressing the purpose. It suggests a call which aligns with the direct communication style often appreciated by Americans. Number 2, hi Lidia, I appreciate your insights during our call earlier. Your perspective on was invaluable. Could you please provide more context on, and this is where you give a specific aspect you want to discuss. Looking forward to our continued collaboration. Once again, hi Lidia, I appreciate your insights during our call earlier. Your perspective on was invaluable. Could you please provide more context on? Looking forward to our continued collaboration. This email acknowledges contribution, seeks clarification, and expresses enthusiasm for our collaboration, a well-rounded approach. Number 3, Dear Lidia, I hope you're having a productive day. Regarding the, for example, project or task, I'd like to propose, and this is a place for your idea or solution. What are your thoughts on this approach? Best regards. One more time. Dear, I hope you're having a productive day. Regarding that, I'd like to propose something. What are your thoughts on this approach? Best regards. This email introduces a proposal in a respectful manner, inviting feedback, a blend of clarity and courtesy. Now, let's switch our focus to something more closely related to the field of IT, namely technical conversations. Technical conversations thrive on precision. Eastern Europeans might lean towards thorough explanations and ensuring all details are covered. When communicating with American software development teams, efficiency is key. So keep your explanations concise while providing context to facilitate comprehension. So now let's learn 4 phrases that you might want to need to use in your next technical email or chat conversation. Number 1, I've noticed a potential bug in the code related to, and this is where you talk about your specific issue. Have you had a chance to investigate? Let's touch base in our next team meeting. Once again, I've noticed a potential bug in the code related to, have you had a chance to investigate? Let's touch base in our next team meeting. Addressing a technical issue directly and suggesting a collaborative solution keeps the conversation focused and productive. Number 2, I've been looking into the, and this is where you give a specific functionality, for instance, and noticed an unexpected behavior. Are you available to discuss this during our next sync-up? Your insights will be greatly appreciated. Once again, I've been looking into the, and noticed an unexpected behavior. Are you available to discuss this during our next sync-up? Your insights will be greatly appreciated. This approach conveys a proactive attitude towards problem solving and invites collaboration. Number 3, during code review, I came across a potential optimization for, and this is where you talk about specific feature. Could we chat about this to see if it aligns with our project goals? Let's catch up in our upcoming team call. One more time. During code review, I came across a potential optimization for, could we chat about this to see if it aligns with our project goals? Let's catch up in our upcoming team call. By highlighting the potential benefit and suggesting a discussion, you encourage an open exchange of ideas. Number 4, in relation to, and this is where you give your specific issue, I'm wondering if we might need to refactor a specific module. What are your thoughts on this? Let's explore it further in our next meeting. Once again, in relation to the I'm wondering if we might need to refactor what are your thoughts on this? Let's explore it further in our next meeting. This example emphasizes critical thinking and collaboration while proposing a potential improvement. Effective communication within global tech teams involves a dance of understanding and adaptation. It's about embracing each other's strengths and finding common ground to foster collaboration. Remember, no single approach fits all situations. It's important to remain open, adaptable, and willing to learn from each other. By doing so, we create a dynamic environment where diverse perspectives propel innovation. If you have any experiences or insights related to cross-cultural technical communication, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn or Instagram. This episode of English with Tech Girl, titled Cross-Cultural Communication in IT, Navigating Global Teams, was produced and edited by its host, Lidia. Some segments of the script for this episode were generated using AI tools provided by OpenAI's GPT 3.5 model, enhancing the content with its advanced language capabilities. If you enjoy this content, consider supporting me on Patreon. Your contributions help me continue to produce high-quality episodes and bring you valuable insights on American English. Plus, there's an extensive list of perks coming from becoming a patron, including but not limited to having access to podcast transcripts or even downloading exclusive workbooks with tasks that cover the vocabulary from each episode. Thanks for tuning in to English with Tech Girl.